White people be like,
Shakes.
Why you got so many necklaces? Why you got necklace?
Aksel happy.
white people be like,
Hey everybody, hey, whoa, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey. We're doing Camp Rock, guys. We're watching Camp Rock. I fucked up. I thought today was Friday, and I was waiting for President to hit me up for the double feature, and then I hit him up, and I was like, are we doing this? And he was like, well, yeah, I'll be able to let you know tomorrow. And I was like, what do you mean tomorrow? We got to do it today. And then he was like, huh? And then I was like, oh, fuck, it's not Friday. What the fuck am I doing? I went through the entire day today thinking it was Friday. And I only found out it wasn't Friday Recently. Double feature tomorrow? Maybe. If Prezzo's free, we'll do a double feature. Can you talk about Avatar show? Guys, who here has watched the live action Avatar show? Who here has watched it? I watched it. Well, I haven't watched all of it. I presumably will finish it, but I'm like more than halfway through. And the costume design made me not want to watch it. I think the costume design is actually great for the most part. I think it's like pretty. They did a pretty great job for the most part. I think that's like a part of the show where I don't really have any complaints. Everything else though, it's okay. Number one, I don't know if it's like I don't know. It kind of feels like the show is a little bit insecure. I don't know how to explain it other than that. The show just does not. I don't know. Like the whole fact of like, you know, there's this whole in the first like 2 episodes or whatever, or 3 episodes of the original, there's this whole arc of Sokka being a little bit misogynistic because, you know, it was like the way he was raised, and he was raised to believe in certain gender roles or whatever. And in those first, you know, 3 episodes, he already has like a character development where he realizes, okay, maybe that's not the way I should be, right? And they talked about this before the show came out, that they got rid of that because it wasn't, it hadn't aged well, or whatever the fuck they said. It was kind of fucking stupid. And to bring you an example of where the show just completely falls flat, they go to Kyoshi Island, where they meet Suki, and you know, this was this whole arc where Sokka obviously likes Suki, and he kind of goes in thinking like, oh man, I'm the man, I'm gonna show you how real warriors do shit, and you can sit back and watch. Instead, they just like the whole like Suki and Sokka arc, at least to the point where I've watched it, is just fucking boring. It is just nothing. It's like he just kind of like simps for her a little bit. But there's like no reason for me to really be like, oh, this is like an interesting arc that I should pay attention to, because there's like no, which by the way, removing like the one, I don't know, like in the first few episodes at least, that arc was kind of like what Sokka had going for him. You know what I mean? It was like his character development. Without it, I honestly, I've been watching this and I'm like, if I didn't know about who Sokka was, or if I didn't know about the source material, I would be thinking, why am I watching this? Like, why am I watching this guy at all? He is so boring. There's nothing to his character. The actor kind of fucking sucks. He just like, he has none of the charm. All of like the Sokka charisma is non-existent. The jokes are, because you know, like in the show, he's a very goofy guy. He has depth to him, but a lot of, you know, he's kind of also like the comedic relief of the show at the beginning, and he's just, you can see that like there are lines where it's supposed to be like that funny, goofy, silly moment, but the fucking actor, you know, I don't know if it's the direction or I don't know what it is, but the actor just like makes these shows, these jokes, I mean, in a completely just plain, emotionless way. Like, he just says them. These like sarcastic quips, he just says them. with nothing behind them. And the whole time I'm just thinking there and I'm like, what the fuck is this? In the first episode, we see Gran, Katara's grandmother. My God. What the fuck? She has like a few lines, but like in those lines, I was like, what the fuck is this shit, dude? There's like a part where she goes like, he's the airbender. And it's just like not, it like doesn't make any fucking sense the way she says it. She's like, he's the airbender. And then she says it really fast. And then Katara's like, well, we need to let him rest. And everybody just walks out the tent. A lot of that show is just this. Let's get from point A to B, but let's also get out of point B as soon as fucking possible. Because we have a lot to cover. We have to get out of point B immediately, okay? And then another part that really fucking pisses me off is I don't know how you take the source material that was on Nickelodeon, and it was a kid's show that dealt with really, you know, it had for a kid's show especially, a lot of, I don't know, there was a lot of deep subject matter, a lot of serious shit going on. But the show managed to do it in a way where it made it digestible for the young audience while also not dumbing it down necessarily, right? In this show, I don't know what the fuck is going on. They have to explain everything. They have to explain every fucking thing that's going on. And they don't explain it by like visually or by what's happening, nothing at all. They just talk about it. They just talk through every fucking plot point, every single plot point. And it feels like if the Nickelodeon show was made for like, you know, fucking preteens or early teens, this show, they made it for like fucking 6-year-olds. Like, I'm serious. And I don't mean to like say this, that like, oh, the whole show is really bad and that it's all trash.
Camp Rock.
It's not. There are some parts of the show that are actually really good. There are scenes that they added that I think are fucking fantastic. There are scenes that go into a little bit more of like, you know, dealing with like Uncle Iroh's morality and his son a little bit and showing how like, you know, kind of like a relationship between Zuko and his son, Iroh's son, that is, and the kind of respect that Zuko had for Iroh's son, and it's very beautiful. It's genuinely like, as someone that has read a lot of like the comics and a little bit of the books, it's great. I think it adds like a lot of what wasn't portrayed in the original show. But then there's other like scenes that they added in that are just fucking ass. Second of all, in the first book, one of like the most like gut-wrenching moments is when, you know, they leave the water tribe and Aang tries to go back to the air temples, and you kind of see him go through all the stages of grief. And, you know, because at first he's in denial. He refuses to believe that all of the air tribe has been killed off, that all of everyone he knew, everyone he loved has been killed off. That doesn't happen in the show. It doesn't fucking happen. He just pulls up and he's like a little bit sad, and then they leave. Like a fucking pivotal moment just doesn't fucking happen. They go to the temple, but it does not have any of the same fucking, like the same like fucking rock in my stomach. I feel terrible about this moment. It doesn't have any of that. Second of all, the first book especially, we're dealing with a child that came out of the iceberg after having recently found out that he's the Avatar. He spent 100 years in the iceberg. He has not had no time to digest the fact that he is the Avatar. None at all. And in this show, he comes out of the iceberg. He's kind of like, oh man, yeah, that's kind of a big deal, man. I'm the Avatar. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. And then like 3 episodes in, he's already like ready to take on the responsibility. King Boomy, I think the casting was great. The actor does a good job, but they fuck up in this like really small, annoying way where, you know, in the original show, King Boomy poses a bunch of these challenges for Aang because he wants to put him to the test. And it's kind of like this whole thing of, you know, he's kind of planned it out because he wants to like, you know, I don't know, like prepare him for it a little bit. In this show, Aang just like, the challenges happen and Aang shoots him down. He's like, actually, old man, I don't need any of your tests because you know what? I have friendship. And then Boomy's like, oh, oh, all right. And then the whole the whole like charm of Boomie's character is completely diminished, and they only show like 1 second of them taking a ride on that little like zzz, and like I have no reason to care about this. I like all you showed me was this psychotic old man that tried to murder a child, but then stopped as soon as the child was like, actually, you can't kill me because I have the power of friendship. and then he's like, oh, wait a minute. And you know what? Literally, he doesn't even say anything to that. It pans to him, and he makes this like facial expression where he's like, oh. It's stupid. It's stupid. The pacing is shit. The actors, Prince Zuko's actor is amazing. A lot of what they're doing with Zuko, really good. Everything else, Katara's actress, I'm not gonna fucking lie. We gotta get you some acting classes. We need some more emotion. And the same goes for Aang. Honestly, the same goes for Aang. But I do give him like a little, maybe by season 2, they've honed their craft a little bit. Maybe we'll get a little bit better. But as things stand, it's you know, it's a little bit fucking, it's fucking a little bit soulless at most of the time. I'm not gonna lie. The CGI looks like fucking shit most of the time. There are parts where I was like, oh, this is gorgeous. Also, why didn't they just fucking use the old intro? What the fuck is this shit, man? Like, they are so desperate to prove that there's a reason for live action fucking adaptations that they need to change like every small thing about the show. I don't get it. Because number one, live action adaptations, in my opinion, are fucking lazy. Even if a lot of work goes into them, from the ground up, they are lazy because it's a studio going, okay, here we have like the hardest part. We have like a good source material. If we just remake this in some way, it's gonna bring the people in. There's no like reason for it outside other than that. They just want, you know, it is basically just a view farm. Especially when in most of these animated movies, shows, so much of the charm lies in the animation. And you can see this so clearly in this adaptation because there is so much charm missing. So much of what made people love the show is completely absent. It's just a bit of a fucking bummer. Also, I just saw this as I clicked to go live, and I'm sorry for anyone that doesn't care about this. We'll watch the movie soon. I saw this like right before I went live, and I kind of like thought about this as I was watching it. First fucking like 5 minutes in, they show Aang just flying around without his glider. Which, this is a small part, but if he can just fly around without his glider, why the fuck does he need the glider? Because he gets the glider later, from the guy, from the engineer, which by the way, played by Abed from Community, and he's really good at it. He's really good. But he gets the glider, and you're like, well, he doesn't fucking need this shit. If anything, if he can just fly on his own, what the fuck is he doing with the glider, dude? It's using as a hands. He doesn't need, it takes up his arms. He could be fucking using those arms to battle, but instead, whatever. It's stupid. It's just one of those things where, like, I don't know why they made him fly in the first episode. There's just a lot of baffling decisions made. And there's also, in the middle of those, there are some decisions where I'm like, actually, this is a great addition to the source material, so I don't fucking understand why it's so inconsistent. And keep in mind, I know that, like, as this was announced, I was hating on it pretty hard, just the idea of it, because, like, why wouldn't I? But when I put it on, I was like, you know what? Clearing my mind, open heart, open soul, I love everybody, peace on earth, I am here to cause love, not war, whatever. And like 10 minutes in, I was like, why? Anyways, it's mid, you know what I mean? It's not like terrible. It's just very fucking mid. And I think that's a pretty bad fucking crime considering how great the source material is. You know, I saw some like fans talk about it, some of the Avatar fans, and they were all being like, they list like fucking 20 cons and they'd be like, it's like a 7 out of 10. And I think it's because of the 2010 live action remake that was so fucking terrible. One of the worst movies I've ever fucking seen in my life, where people just have no idea what the fuck is good. They are so traumatized by that fucking film that they don't know that this is not great. Because if you see them talk about it, you kind of like, you see that they don't think it's great, but then they just give it a score where it's like, you know what? It's actually pretty good. Which is, each to their own, but it was just a funny thing I noticed. Anyways. Hey guys. Hey guys, what's up? Let me tweet this stream out too, because it's, it's Camp Rock. So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still gonna watch all of it just because I'm like just that obsessed with the franchise that I just, I need to consume like everything associated with it. But we'll see. I've also heard like a bunch of other stuff that's like I haven't seen yet that a bunch of people are unhappy about, so we'll see. Watching all the Camp Rock movies. Watching, not all, both of the Camp Rock movies on my stream. Twitch. Aksually. Which, by the way, I was looking at the Camp Rock movies on Letterboxd before this, and I'm like a bit of a hater of the first one. Like, I think it's a fun watch, but I think it's like the second one is way better. And then everyone on Letterboxd is like, oh, the first one's like way better. And now I'm like, what the fuck? Am I like insane? Because I thought, I don't know, I thought I think the first one is like a little bit, I don't know, man. It's like a little bit lazy. I think neither are very good. Yeah, I mean, I don't expect this to like blow my mind, but it's I will enjoy watching these, I reckon. We'll have a good time, y'all. It's going to be a great night. Can't wait for them to be in the Criterion collection. That would be pretty fucking crazy, actually. That'd be pretty nuts. I won't lie. You had to go live while I'm at the gym? Well, just don't go to the gym. Just don't go. Yeah, how are you guys doing? What's going on in your lives? What's the vibe on y'all's life? I'm sick. Made cookies. Got my wisdom teeth removed. Been playing Vampire Survivors for 3 days. When you're done with Vampire Survivors, check out Halls of Torment. It is even better. It's like the same premise. Also have to look for a hotel in LA. Good luck, dude. Hotels in LA suck penis. Is your hair that dark, or is just like, my hair is generally pretty dark. I mean, it probably looks a little bit darker on stream. But yeah, it's like pretty much this dark. I cooked eggs for the first time in months. Everybody started tweeting their eggs at me. And by everybody, I mean like 2 people. And I need to, so on the Prezzo stream, I mean, really, it wasn't us that had a debate. It was Ingrid Goes West for some reason, who has a chronic need to be different. Acted like I was fucking crazy for frying my eggs in olive oil, which is literally how you're supposed to fucking do it, by the way. That's how fucking chefs do it. I don't fry my eggs in butter because you're not frying them. Because the butter, you can't get it to a high enough temperature without burning it. Without, you can't fry the egg in it. If you want a good fry on the egg, you need to use olive oil because it has a higher burn point or smoke point or whatever the fuck it's called. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all down to personal preference, how you like your eggs. But if I'm talking fried egg, I'm talking fried egg, baby. That shit's got to be frying, okay? Butter is great. Did you research this shit just to argue? I researched this like a year and a half ago. I watched like hours of videos on how to make the perfect egg like a year and a half ago. And I've been waiting. I've been fucking waiting for this moment, dude. Okay? I've been waiting for someone to bring this up. But I think when you're frying an egg, butter just does not do it justice. I think you kind of end up with an egg that's a little bit like slimy and whatever. You watch one video and think you're a chef, but the taste is better with butter. Butter makes everything better. It's not about the taste. It's the texture, okay? You just don't get what I'm looking for with butter. I have done it with butter in many ways. Butter does not fry an egg for me, okay? It just doesn't fucking do it. Olive oil ratios plus olive oil also tastes great. I like using butter when I do scrambled eggs. And I think it's like amazing for that because you're not really looking to fry that shit. I also kind of think that it's an American thing to fry them in butter because I don't really know anybody here that does fried eggs in butter. Everybody does it in oil. Not everybody in olive oil, but most people do it in oil, which is fine. I've watched like videos of like the chefs that work at diners, and they do use a lot of oil for their eggs, but they do turn out the way that I don't really want my egg to be. And I also, basting an egg with olive oil is something that I only started doing recently. And I think it adds a lot. I enjoy it. And also, guys, if you want a good video to watch on every way to prepare an egg in a way that's like kind of fulfilling, there is this amazing lady that makes videos for the New York Times cooking channel. It's this video. Hold on. It's this. It's this video. Let me paste it in the chat. It's this video. She goes through. She even talks about what eggs to buy and if it makes a difference. And then she talks about storing them. And then she talks about how to make some good ass scrambled eggs, how to make a crispy egg, boiling eggs. She goes through that. She does an amazing job on all of these. If you guys are looking for just, I don't know, if you want like some cooking shit to watch, because I'm not gonna lie, half the time I'm not even like really taking in what I'm watching when I'm watching cooking videos. I just love watching people cook. I think it's like one of the most incredible things. Kenji Lopez Alt also does stuff for this. And if you're someone that is like just getting into cooking, as I was like a couple years ago, Kenji Lopez Alt videos are amazing on his own channel as well as this, because his videos are largely unedited, which means he just like shows every part of the process, even if he fucks it up. I mean, this guy has like multiple restaurants. He's like an acclaimed chef, but he makes mistakes. We all make mistakes in the kitchen. And he shows that, he shows you how to deal with if you make a little bit of a mistake in the recipe, how do you recover from it? And I think that's great. And also, I think he's just like such a great presence. So yeah, check out Kenji Lopez Alt as well. There's a few other cooking people I watch, but I don't remember them by name right now. I can probably at some point, I'll make like a Tumblr post at some point where I just like compile all the cooking channels that I watch. Because I think that would be I don't know, maybe helpful to some people. Because I think honestly, if you don't cook, you should get into it, because I think cooking is so much fun. It is so rewarding. It is such a fun thing to improve at, because you have such a you can literally taste yourself getting better. It's amazing. There's a lot of, as you start off cooking, there's a lot of lying to yourself. You might make like a really fucking mid piece of shit dish, and then you kind of just have to swallow it and act like you just made something special just to feel better about yourself. But you'll slowly get better, and you'll start making meals where you're like, holy fucking shit, dude. How the fuck did I make this shit? And then you'll feel really good about yourself. Because, it's really easy to view cooking as a chore, which I do sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm like fucking depressed or I'm just lazy that day, it does feel like a pretty big chore just to like stand there for a while and fucking move things around and whatever. But the labor that you put into your dish makes it taste very good, because you put effort into it. Cooking is so expensive too. I think it's like not really. If you don't buy like the most expensive ingredients, like there are channels that show you how to cook very affordably, because otherwise, I don't know how it is in America. I know that like in America, there is like a big problem with inaccessibility to like good nutrients and whatever. But even then, there's a channel that talks about how to like feed yourself for a week off of like the dollar store. You know what I mean? So there is like there's plenty of ways to like work around situations. And yeah, I think it's like, I don't know, I think there's a lot of benefits to it if you can. For good ingredients, it's so hard. Well, sometimes you don't need the best ingredients. You know what I mean? There's a lot of simple shit you can make for pretty cheap, and it'll taste good. Because also at the end of the day, like a lot of times when I'm cooking, I'm not really looking to make like the most fucking excellent meal of my life. I'm just looking to make something that fills me up. And if I accomplish that, I feel pretty good about myself. So, yeah, I don't know. And also, like, I started off with, like, literally, like, the worst fucking kitchen appliances of all time. Just, like, random-ass shit that I could find. And then I slowly started, like, investing in more, like, pans and pots. Because if you haven't cooked and you don't have, like, a lot of shit in your kitchen, it's, like, really daunting at first. Because a lot of the good stuff is pretty expensive. And if you are not super invested in cooking yet, it doesn't feel like it makes a lot of sense to invest that much money into like a pan or a pot. But a lot of the like expensive pans or pots, they'll literally last you your entire life. So as you like move up and you get better at it, it makes more sense to, treat yourself a little bit. Get yourself a really nice fucking stainless steel saucepan. Fuck, you can make like most things in that, dude. Get yourself a nice fucking nonstick. And also, yeah, a cast iron. A cast iron is like something you can work your way up to. I bought a cast iron like a few months ago, and now I'm looking to get a fucking carbon steel. I want to get something that's like carbon steel. That's like what I'm looking into next. I'm like a little bit addicted to pans. I went through a week before I bought my first like really good stainless steel pan, where I just read everything I could about pans, and I watched every video I could about pans, because the thing is like there's a lot of like, for example, with cast iron pans, there's a lot of YouTube channels out there just fucking making up shit. They're lying to you. Like, there's a lot of them saying that you shouldn't wash your cast iron pans with dish soap because it'll like wear off your seasoning, which is not true. It hasn't been true for like 150 years. Yet you'll have like really reputable channels spread this lie, which I don't like. It's just like a, I don't know. It's like a misconception. And there's also like, I think a lot of cast iron people, they have like some kind of fucking disorder where they are just really paranoid about everything regarding their pan. So they're just really like, you can't like even look at it. You can't even look at the fucking pan without some guy on Reddit being like, you fucked up, dude. You just fucked up the pan. You can never fucking use that shit again, man. You just gave it a really fucking mean glance, and now the pan is unusable. You completely fucking ruined this pan, and you don't even understand what you just did. They're very passionate about it. They're very serious. I even made a fucking burner account so I could argue with cast iron people on Reddit. That's how fucking into this I got. I started posting paragraphs on the subreddit arguing with these fucking people because I was losing my fucking mind. I couldn't fucking believe what I was reading. And then I was in these debates with like all these 40-year-olds who realistically should know more than me. They should know more than me, but they don't because they read something in a book fucking 36 years ago and they refuse to look at the reality. Anyways, it's fine. Also, Ingrid Goes West said some shit about, oh, you would love a steel pan for your crusty ass eggs. I use a nonstick for my eggs in every kitchen. What, like, okay, here's the reality about nonstick pans. They are pretty bad for the environment because those pans will last you like a year or two. And realistically, like, even if you get a really expensive nonstick, they're gonna give out after like a year or two. It'll lose its nonstick qualities. And after it like kind of starts cracking, you shouldn't really use it because it's going to leak toxins into your food. So if you get a nonstick, do not get an expensive one. Get like a $25 one. But a nonstick is really good for making eggs. The problem with nonstick is you can't use it on high heat because it damages the pan. But for shit like eggs, it's good. Sorry, guys. I've taken in all this information like months ago and nobody wanted to talk to me about it. So now I'm just like, oh. Yeah, there is a really good chapter in Kitchen Confidential about kitchen tips as well. It's really good. It is very good. Also, if you get a stainless steel pan, look up the water test. Just use the water test and it'll be like basically like a non-stick pan for most uses. Like your meat won't stick. And also, one of the coolest things, and I'm like, I genuinely like my mind, like it's not that crazy, but my mind was kind of blown about it, is like the pans, they work with you. You know what I mean? Like if you put like a good chicken breast on a pan and you're trying to like flip it and it's not coming loose, just give it more time. When the crust establishes it's ready to be flipped, you can flip it. It'll just come loose. And I think that's so fucking cool. I think that's like so fucking sick that is just something that works. That's like crazy. So yeah, I don't know. I'm like getting more and more into cooking, and I'm getting like more and more insane about it. Like a year ago, I was afraid to use fresh vegetables. I don't know why. I just was like, I don't know, man. The frozen ones are easier to use, which in a lot of cases they are. But now I'm in that I'd be in the fucking grocery store. I'm in the fucking produce aisle, putting that shit up to my ear, trying to see if that shit's good. Fucking feeling it with my hands. I'm like, I don't know, dude. I don't have a lot of hobbies, okay? I don't have a lot of hobbies. And this is one hobby where a lot of times I try to pick up a new hobby and I just really struggle to stay consistent at it. And I stopped doing it after like a week.
White people be like.
But the good thing with cooking is I kind of need to keep doing it or else I'll literally fucking die. So I'm like, I kind of had to invest myself into this and it's been amazing. It's been really good. Anyways. Also, you know, I'm sorry if my reply to that one tweet about the eggs came off as rude. Joe Jams, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to come off as rude. It's just that you gave it a 6 out of 10. So I was just kind of like, well, you didn't do it. You didn't like do it the way it was intended. I wasn't trying to say like your eggs are fucking shit. Never make anything again, you piece of shit. Because I will say, I fucking hate people that are really rude when it comes to cooking. Okay, there's a lot of people on the fucking internet that are just so fucking annoying when it comes. And this is a reason why when I first started cooking, I would post like a lot of the shit I was making, and I stopped doing it because people are such assholes. And I was genuinely trying to improve at something, and I would just have all these assholes in my replies being like, "This looks like fucking garbage, dude. You should. What the fuck is this shit, man?" Nobody was giving me actual tips. Nobody was giving me guidance. Everybody was just fucking shitting on me. And I was like, you know what? This is a new hobby that I'm trying to pick up. I'm not trying to be harassed right now. So I think, just cook. Don't be scared to fuck up. Put a little something on the pan. Put a little bit of, Here's also an awesome thing, right? Seasoning, it's pretty fucking easy. You just fucking throw shit in there, man. If you don't have a recipe you want to follow, just look at your fucking spice cabinet. Just fucking throw a bunch of shit in there. And if you put enough, it'll taste pretty good. Also, onions. Oh my god, man. I'm in love with onions. I'm so in love with onions, dude. I am so fucking obsessed with them. They are so good. I put them in like everything I make at this point, honestly. I just really need to have them in everything. Same with garlic. Incredible. Really good. Really good. I don't know. I took up cooking and all my friends cooking for all my friends recently, and I wish people were a little meaner. No one told me my chicken was like undercooked like a lot, and a few of my friends got hospitalized because of it. I think it's fine sometimes. Okay, first of all, you should never touch a kitchen again. I'm just kidding. Second of all, I think constructive criticism is amazing. I think it is necessary to get good at anything. But being in my replies and telling me to kill myself because my egg looked a little bit weird is not constructive criticism, okay? That is just psychotic. And that I remember that happening, okay? I don't know who did that, but just so you know, if you ever commented on my eggs saying that shit looked disgusting, I remember that interaction, and I lay in my bed at night unable to sleep because of the cruel things that you said to me. My heart broke that night. And I cried myself to sleep. I didn't actually do all that. But I did see it and I was like, oh man, that's kind of annoying. So yeah, I don't know. Also, my sister is a chef at like a really pretty fucking bougie restaurant. And I like it when chefs give constructive feedback, because they actually tell you like what you did wrong and like how to improve, instead of just being like, this is fucking shit, goodbye. Anyways, also Rabina Ballerina, the person you guys have been seeing in chat, she is also an incredible cook. The pasta I posted on my Tumblr was her recipe, and it was a pretty simple one, but it was fucking delicious. It was fucking delicious. It was really good. Anyways, guys, who's ready for Camp Rock? Put a one in chat if you're ready for Camp Rock. I am. Maybe one day I'll make a little bit of like a cooking series. I'm not opposed to it. A little bit of like a video where I cook random things, maybe simple. I just do it. That could be fun, I think. Cooking stream, please. I think one of my greatest weaknesses as a streamer is that backseaters piss me the fuck off. Like, I cannot be rational about backseaters. I get so fucking annoyed. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. As soon as people start backseating, I get so fucking annoyed. because it actually fucking just pisses me off. And I don't know if I can do cooking streams because of that. Because I've seen friends of mine do, you know, baking streams, cooking streams. The backseating is crazy. It's unreal. Because here's the thing is, right? One thing is constructive feedback. Another thing is backseating, where these motherfuckers want you to do everything the way that they want you to do it. Even if the way that you're doing it is not wrong. The backseaters, they're sitting in their chair, they're clenching their fist, and they're saying, "Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. But my mother makes it like this. What the fuck are you doing? Piece of shit balding motherfucker. You're balding in your 20s. And then I'm like, well, I just want to make some soup. Cook the chicken. You know, people just don't respect a good medium rare chicken anymore. And that pisses me the fuck off. Okay? What the fuck happened to food culture? I just don't get it anymore. Anyways. My dorm fed me raw chicken. That was them, you know, it's kind of like Boomy to Aang. It's challenges to build you character, to make you stronger by giving you salmonella. Can I send you a stream idea with you I had that I'll need to copy and paste from Stream Ideas channel that's in all caps? Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, buddy. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. I have like this energy now. OBS has two scenes, one for my kitchen stream and one that switches to Aksel kitchen stream, and we can't hear each other. Someone is there changing the scene, but me and Aksel don't know, so we just assume the scene is on us. And it's like sometimes good bits get cut off or whatever. It's like someone switching the channel between two streams, but we're both doing the same thing. You know what? I actually like that idea a lot. When you move, let's do it. Let's do it. We could have somebody like Chibli or Hunter manning the controls. Aksel makes the most rancid meal ever to piss them off. No, you know what? If I did do a cooking stream, maybe I'll just act really oblivious and just do like really bad things. Like I'll literally make a chicken medium rare and eat it on stream. And then everyone in the chat's like, "What are you doing? You're gonna fucking die." And I'm gonna be like, "Actually, it's not that common to die from salmonella. You just get really bad food poisoning." All right. Enough of the, also, yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm in love, and I'm in love with a beautiful mistress called cooking. Sorry, that was my Tom Cruise moment. Me going on Oprah to explain my new cooking obsession, and I start doing that thing to her. I'm like, I got a stainless steel pan! I got a stainless steel saucepan! I can make so many sauces now! Oh my god, dude. You know, I'll tell you. But before, one last thing, okay? Oh my god. You know what? No. I can't. I gotta stop myself. Camp Rock, guys. Camp Rock. Just say it. I'm bisexual. Hold on. Oh wow, this movie just like starts, man. First fucking frame, 1 second into, like less than 1 second into the film. And we're, oh fuck. Let's not do that one. Oh wait, also, did I thank the subs? Did I thank the subs, or is that something that I just did not do? Because I was so 50 minutes into the stream. Have I thanked the subs? Nobody knows. I feel like that means I didn't do it. Probably not, yeah. Let me pull up the subs. Hold on. Why didn't you thank me? Because you didn't sub, probably. Tinkerbella, Kaylee Mae, Brooke, Lantastic, Clout, Carbon. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everybody, for supporting the stream and putting a roof over my beautiful head. The quality crisper than Aksell's eggs. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, guys. I swear to God, I gotta get a second look. Oh, that says jackets. I thought that said Jake S. Sorry. There we go. You know what? I like it more than I remember liking it. You know, the songs, they're not bad, and the movie is fun. It's not like an amazing movie, but you know, I'll give it the like. I'll hit the like button, y'all. I'll hit the like button. All right. I'll hit the like button. Oh, no. We're not watching this. We're not watching this. That was just the first one. I'm high as fuck. I thought we were done. I refuse to believe that Teen Beach Movie is worth a damn second of my time. It's good. Wait, I need to, is this my thing? Oh, it is. No, wait, this is not my thing. Oh, no, I accidentally, I was reaching for my snus, and I accidentally had this, like, extra strong one that has, like, fucking 20 milligrams, which is really strong, that I accidentally bought, and I was reaching for it, and I was like, wait a minute, that's not, I should not put that in my mouth. I will literally get knocked out right now. Like, the one time I tried this, I literally, like, my toes started shaking. It was really fucking weird. 20 isn't the max, like 6? No, I have one in my house that has 50 milligrams. I accidentally bought that one too, and I've never even opened it because I'm so fucking scared of it. I don't know who the fuck uses the 50 ones. You have to be built like a fucking tank, and you probably you should seek help. If you're doing fucking 50 milligrams snus, you are actually insane. Anyways, hold on. I need to get something, and that's my other packet of snus, and maybe like a beverage. So maybe I put on a little video for you guys for a second. You know, I'm gonna put on the man with the golden voice, so you guys can get educated. Actually, this video is 1 minute long. This is what I was talking about.
Recently, there's been this guy with an interesting sign at I-71 and Hudson Street. His handwritten sign says he has the God-given gift of a great voice.
Hey, I'm gonna make you work for your dollar. Say something with that great radio voice.
When you're listening to nothing but the best of
the man with the golden voice.
Magic 98.9. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you. And we'll be back with more right after these words. And don't forget, tomorrow morning is your chance to win a pair of tickets to see this man live in concert.
He I think he got like he got a lot of assistance after this, and like this was. I don't know like the most recent updates on him, but this was like 4 years after.
Big break.
Where is he?
And
Yeah, he actually started doing like voice work and stuff.
the Fellow Plaza.
At the time, Matt asked.
I don't know what he does now, but I hope he's doing good. The man with the golden voice. You're so loved. You're so loved, the man with the golden voice. Okay, what the fuck? What do I put on? What do I put on? What do I put on? In or out? No. There's been too much of that. There's been too much of that. I mean, I'm literally only going to be gone for like a minute. I don't even know I'm having so much trouble. I'm not even going. I mean, literally, I could have done it by now. Just go. Oh my god. Excuse me. Wait, I watch this guy's cooking videos sometimes. I'm gonna put on his chicken tortilla soup.
Guys, it's snowing outside. We're making chicken tortilla soup. So I got my big pot and I got my diced up
I'll be
chicken.
right back.
It's time to season this up. I'm going with salt, pepper, garlic, classic seasoning. I just make my own blend. You can buy these seasonings at the store if you want. And you can use whatever seasoning you want to put on this. You want some onion powder, you want some rosemary or thyme, that's totally okay. I just go with the salt, pepper, garlic. I throw it down into a hot pan with a little bit of oil. We're gonna try to get some crispy brown edges on this chicken. Yeah, let it start cooking. I let it go for just a few minutes sitting on that one side, try to get a little caramelization going on, and you can see some of these are already well on their way. So we're gonna go ahead and get this all browned up. Then I'm gonna make a little well in the center, guys. We're gonna add our pureed garlic. Now there's a little moisture in this pan, so that's not just instantly gonna burn, but we just wanna soften it up. We don't want it to actually get brown. Go ahead and mix it up with that chicken. That'll help keep it from overcooking. It's looking perfect, guys. It's time to add some veggies. So we got some red onion, celery, bell peppers. Those all go right into the mix. We give that a nice stir. And I can already smell just these amazing aromas coming out of here. So now it's time to season this. And I'm gonna start with some cumin. And I'm gonna do some oregano. Then I'm just gonna add a big pinch of salt, big pinch of black pepper. Guys, this soup is simple. We finish it off with a couple of bay leaves. Give that a stir. Now all these seasonings are starting to bloom in there, and now it just smells amazing.
Who is this?
I cannot wait. The soup doesn't take long either.
Old school
It's only
Kevmo.
gonna simmer for about 20 or 30 minutes. It'll be ready. We want a little bite in these.
Does this look
veggies.
good?
So
Yeah,
now I'm
it
gonna go
does.
in with my chicken stock.
What is chicken tortilla soup? I've
Add
never
a
heard that
hefty
before.
amount of that. We're gonna let that simmer a couple of minutes, and we're gonna go ahead and add some fresh chopped cilantro. I have a whole bunch. Just mix that right in. I do that when it's boiling. That way it
This is how much
instantly
soup I
just
make,
pops
even though I'm
with
making
this
it for
flavor
myself.
from hitting that hot water. Just releases all its oil.
He cooks for sororities. Yeah, that part I picked up on.
So guys, we're gonna thicken this up with a little bit.
I didn't
of
realize
cornstarch.
sororities served food like this.
Let that come to a simmer. And then one last thickening agent I like to use in this is actually tortilla chips. I mean, we're making tortilla soup, right? It's chicken tortilla soup. So what I like to do is take a bag full of tortilla chips and I just crunch them up. Pound them down on the table, use them in my fist, get them all small. And guys, we're gonna go ahead and just dump those right in.
It's so
Just
interesting.
like that. Now at first they're gonna just seem like little specks in there, but after a minute or two they're gonna
What is pot
completely
belly? I've heard of
soften,
that
and as
before.
you give
Pot
a
belly.
whisk, they're just gonna dissolve and break up. And they're gonna mix right into that broth. They're also gonna help thicken it up. It's the
I
perfect
can't remember if
finish
I've
for a
tried
chicken
pot belly.
tortilla soup.
I've heard of it before. Somebody like told me that
Give it a
pot
nice
belly's really
stir.
good, I
Guys,
think.
let it go for 10 or 15 minutes, and look at that. It's ready. So I get myself a little bowl full. I'll show you how we're gonna finish this today. Little shredded cheese. We're keeping it simple. Some crispy tortillas. That's it. Just get in there and enjoy. Super fresh and super quick. The veggies still have a little crunch to them. The chicken is delicious because of that little caramelization edge that I got on it. The broth is just amazing. Guys,
yeah.
it's snowing outside and we got chicken tortilla soup. What a treat. Thanks for watching. Cheers, everyone.
Love that. Love that. Love that. Camp Rock 2, the final jam. 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 Camp Rock 2, Camp Rock 2, Camp Rock 2, Camp Rock 2, Camp... I'm Rami Binky Cat's roommate. Please watch Nickelodeon classic movie Rags. Maybe. All right, hold on. Let's. What? What? That's fucking crazy. Didn't this album have like no fucking listeners back then? Somebody found it in the Vine. Director, all these people would be fired. That's highly unprofessional. We're shooting on IMAX, 70mm film. That shit's fucking expensive. Every time you laugh your little ass off, this movie gets closer to not being made. Can you rewatch High School Musical? You are no fun. You are like Christopher Nolan having 0 seats in the Oppenheimer set. Well, they didn't have heat on this set, okay? They had to fucking perform in the freezing snow. Name a film, Camp Rock 2. Nick Jonas pervert compilation. Wow, 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 wow. Starstruck would actually be good. I maybe if we do double feature tomorrow with Prezzo, I'll do Starstruck. Maybe that would be funny, silly. I don't know what his movie would be, but watch this movie. What the fuck is this? A high school choir is fading in popularity as it continues to lose most of its members one by one. A wannabe rock singer is convinced to join the choir in hopes of winning the upcoming competition and cash prize. What the hell? What has this guy been in? Whoa. Wow. Wow. Wait, I want to hear that song that they ripped off. Your song. I haven't seen this music video in fucking ages. Dude, I've told that story of camp so many times.